Welcome back. And guess what? School is starting back up soon. And if you have that teen who is starting to use makeup, well, beauty makeup expert and makeup artist Leiah is here with us with some easy makeup tips for teens, along with your guest who is...
Yes, Kaylin. Yes. Beautiful, going into her sophomore year.
Yep.
And she is turning 16 in November. So she actually loves the skin she's in, which if that's your daughter, nurture it, really. Like, build that up. If she loves it, don't force. We're not forcing makeup on anyone, but it's the ones who want to wear a little bit more makeup.
Yes, and let's talk really quickly, because we know over the summer the girls have been looking at TikTok, they have the celebrity makeup, they have all this stuff, and we gotta let these girls know that there are makeup artists putting on the makeup for some of these celebrities who are doing these tutorials. Yes. So that's why this isn't great for you to come in and show how it's done.
And quick, simple ways that are long wearing, so she doesn't have to touch up. She doesn't need to bring anything with her to school. All budget-friendly products that are gonna take her 3 minutes in the morning. We don't want her to wake up any earlier. I know it's hard to get them up already.
I know. And you were saying you really don't wear makeup, do you?
I don't.
Only for special occasions?
Yes.
So, okay.
So, quick ways to pop it on.
All right, what do we start with? All right, first of all, let's start with the tools before you go in, because this is very important. Brushes.
Brushes.
People go and buy like a stack of brushes that they don't need, right?
No, and you usually use 2 or 3 in them. This is a lip brush, which if I was doing it myself or she was doing it herself, she probably wouldn't use one. They all have applicators. But I like a fluffy cheek brush, and this is what we're gonna put her under eye on with as well. So this is a little bit of a CC cream. Yep. e.l.f. Cosmetics, super, super lightweight. Go ahead and look for it.
And I like also, Leiah, what you just did there, and that was you put a little bit on your hand and started to do it instead of like dumping it out or putting it all over, right?
Or that's when you get too much, right? So if you were to squirt a whole bit of this and then put it on or use your fingers, sometimes you get too much. Fingers are great. These brushes are super inexpensive, $2-3 at Ulta, Target, CVS, but we just added just a teeny tiny bit, and it has a little bit of a SPF 30, so we're gonna put it in the areas that she's a little bit red. I know it's a little tickly right around there, but that just does enough. So go ahead and look forward there, and sometimes if you want to, you can pop a little bit on the lid, just so that everything looks nice and even.
Yeah.
So that's gonna wear all day. She doesn't look like she has any makeup on, but she looks bright and awake.
Right, yeah, I like that. There you go, bright and awake for the teen. So,
for a teen at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday.
That teen looks so amazing. Yep,
right?
It's all makeup. There you go.
Bright and awake.
All right.
This is a cream cheek color. I love it. Comes in a stick. If you go stick to face, sometimes it's too much. I like to take a brush, take a little bit off the top here, and you can see that's not too much. Again, I pop a little bit on my hand to make sure we're not gonna get too much on the skin.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna make her look nice and flushed. A lot of girls are wearing a lot of highlighter, and so this tends to kind of give that highlight look. And twist this way just.
And I'm noticing how you're placing it on. You're not like just dabbing it on or slamming it. You're buffing.
Yep. So
is there a way
circles.
you should buff with it? Any particular way your face?
I love to buff in teeny tiny circles. So if you're holding your brush, like, don't choke up on it too much. Hold it kind of from the end, really lightly. That way you're not getting too much pressure. And then small circles.
And do you go with the grain of the skin, kind of like when I shave, I have to go down.
Down, yep. So you always want to be mindful that the skin, how the skin cells lay. So really starting down. So that's my kind of swirl, starts on the down row.
Got it.
And then I kind of pull up that way. So it gives her that really pretty sheen to the skin that looks like skin and not like makeup.
I love that.
Just a little bit of pop color.
So, okay, what's next with
Next, we are going to go ahead and groom her brows. A lot of times people are doing too much with their eyebrows, huge eyebrows.
Yeah.
Even if they're wearing nothing, they've got these big giant eyebrows on.
Right.
This is a clear brow gel.
Ooh.
Literally $3 at the drugstore.
Uh-huh.
And you can see that it just grooms her already there hair. And that's it. It stays really well. I always do a last press just to make sure this sticks up. Yep.
And so,
but you can see that gives a good shape. Whereas here, her brow's perfect, but we just use her own hair to lift everything up.
And what I'm liking is that you said this is makeup that they can wear all day long and not have to worry about getting their bag in between class and stuff.
Yeah,
it makes it just nice and...
losing it or someone taking it or it breaking, that's the worst. Something in your backpack.
Yeah. And then our last one that we're going to...
Last one is mascara. Mascara is most important. This is L'Oreal. Again, inexpensive. I do waterproof for most of my teens just so that it's not messy or
and
getting
also,
anywhere.
Crying over that person.
Look all the way down. Exactly. You broke up with me.
Oh my God, he broke up with me. Or, oh my God, why is he with Susan? Susan's terrible for him.
Why?
Okay.
Exactly.
Has that happened? Anything like that? You have friends like that, Kayla, who just ball? No? Okay, good.
Go ahead and take a look forward.
Look
so
at
you
that.
can see it really lifts up, and so she looks nice and even. Doesn't really look like she's wearing very much makeup at all.
I like that. And she's all ready to head back to school. You ready to get back to school, right?
I am not.
She's not.
Here, your little lip.
Which is really good. And then, of course, you get home and you got to get the makeup off. So what do we have for makeup removal?
So here's a little bit of skincare. This is, again, drugstore, really dermatologically advanced. This is, CeraVe is made by dermatologists, so it's really wonderful, good for your skin. Makeup wipes are an absolute must with teens. Trying to get them to do a full skincare routine, practically impossible. The wipes are amazing. This is a sunscreen SPF 30, so she's double timing it with her moisturizer. Your skin really only looks as good as the makeup, or your makeup only looks as good as the skin beneath it.
There it is. I love it. Where can people find out more information?
So LeiahScheibel.com. Everything we used here was drugstore, Target, Ulta. Yeah.
All ready to go.
Yep.
And I wanted to, of course, have you on the microphone because you are heading back to school, but there's one thing you love, and that's horses.
Yeah.
And you are hoping that someone out there will let you ride horses because that's what you want to eventually do, take care of horses, right? So, okay, so we'll take down her name and number here, and if someone out there has a ranch nearby or anything like that she can come and ride horses and work on and anything, how would you like to do that? Something you like to do?
That.
Is that what you eventually want to be?
I want to be a lawyer, but I also want to have horses as well.
There you go. And you never had a horse, right?
No.
But you know how to drive one.
I know, yes. I know how to drive one.
All right, there we go. All right, we'll make sure let's get her on a horse, you guys. Come on. All right, come on back. We got more mix right after this.